Hello everyone, welcome to session 4 of our Advanced English course, and in today's video we have another method to be discussed about boosting vocabulary. If you are new to this channel, I would like you to subscribe so that you can keep continuing watching all the 50 videos in this series. And in video 3, we had already discussed step-by-step process to remember words forever, which is a bigger problem for many students. Now, let's talk about today's video. In today's video, we'll be dealing with a method called as root method. Root means where something has originated. So any English word we pick has originated from somewhere. Its origin is somewhere. If we can understand that origin, if we can understand that root, it's very easy for us to understand the word. It's impossible for us to remember all the meanings of big words, but it's very easy for us to understand roots. And there are some common roots that keep on repeating. If we make a list of those common roots and try to understand the meaning of words which has those roots, the process becomes really easy. In this entire video, I'm going to show you many examples to understand root method. There are a lot of homeworks, and the most important thing, there is a bonus tip at the end of this video. Now, let's get going. In root method, if you try to understand the meaning of this root method, it simply means the words are formed by combining roots with prefixes and suffixes. Any word will have this structure. It will have prefix. Prefix means something that comes before. Then comes the root and then comes the suffix. Suffix means something that goes at the end. Okay, so prefix, root and the suffix. You will find a lot of words which will not have prefix. They may only have root and suffix. You will find a lot of words which will not have suffix. It will only have prefix and root. Okay, with examples, this thing will become much more easier. Okay, now we'll take the first example on our screen, which is audience. This word over here can be broken down into prefix plus root plus suffix. Now, can you guess? Can you guess something? I want you to write down in the chat box so that you and I are in sync. I'll be replying to all of your chats. Don't worry about that. So over here we have this word which looks like a root, and then we have this word over here which looks like a suffix. I don't see any prefix in this one. Okay, so we have root and we have suffix. We'll try to understand the meaning of this. This word over here can be broken down into root and suffix. Odd means here. Odd means here, and ends over here means action or process. Action or process. So we are dealing with something which is an action to hear, right? It has something to do with action related to hear. So over here, the meaning of this word audience is a group of people who gather to hear or listen something. Audience is a group of people who gather and listen something. How are we able to understand this word properly? Because we have got an understanding that odd has something to do with hear. So when people collect together to listen to something, they become audience. Okay, they become audience. Let's take another example. We have the word called as incredible. Over here, if you pay attention, this looks like a root, this looks like prefix, this looks like suffix. Okay, let's break it down further to understand the meaning properly. Over here, in is related to not. Any word you pick, if you put in front of it, it becomes negative. Incredible, incompetent, indecisive, all these words becomes negative. So if we have put in front of incredible, that means I'm going against it. Cred means to believe. Any word which has this root, it becomes related to belief. Incredible, credibility, credit, you get credit, Why you get credit? Because people can believe you, so they can lend you money. Able means action or process. Action or process. So an action which involves believing in something, but I'm talking about negative side of it. So let's see the meaning of this word. I think you have already guessed it pretty well. Incredible simply means something that can't be believed or extraordinary. When you receive, let's say, 100 out of 100 in maths, it becomes incredible. It becomes extraordinary. It becomes, I can't believe this. Okay? Or if I say you become fluent within a month in English language, it becomes incredible. Or for example, if I receive 1 lakh views on this video in, let's say, a week, it'll be incredible achievement. I can't believe that. Help me out to get that 1 lakh views in a month. Possible? In a week. I'm so sorry, I'll take it back. In a week. Okay, let's move on. We'll take a couple of examples of roots. Here are certain roots with their meaning and examples I'm going to show you in the next slide. We have odd, which is related to here. I'll zoom. Okay, let me just zoom it a bit so that it's properly visible. This is better. Okay. Then we have graph, related to write. Autobiography, right? Graphology. All these things are related to writing. Then we have port, related to carry. Transport, export. All these words are related to carry something. Then we have scrib or script, which is also related to writing. Script or scrib. We have dict, which is related to say. Now, these words have their origin from Latin, and that's why we have to understand the root first in order to understand the meaning of these words in English language. So we have odd, graph, port, scrib, and dict. I'm guessing you might be getting pretty comfortable with their meanings. Now, let me show you a couple of examples, and now we're going to zoom. Okay, maybe not. I'll just stand this side. Is it visible to you? Wonderful. So the first word we had was odd. Odd was related to here, and the example are audio and audible. Audio and audible, both are related to odd. Then we have graph. The words we have is autograph or paragraph. Autograph, you're writing your signature or you are actually signing it. Then you have paragraph, you write a big paragraph. So we are saying paragraph. Then you have port, we have transport and export. Export and transport, right? Exporting something means taking it outside. Importing something, getting it inside. Transport means carrying something. Then we have scrib or script, we have scribble, and we have manuscript. If you want meaning of these words with their proper division, you can write us an email, learnwithsamanash@gmail.com. We'll give you a proper PDF for these. Okay. Then we have dict, means dictate and dictionary. Dictate and dictionary. Okay. Dictate means when you speak something and somebody is writing. Dictionary has all those meanings of the word. Okay. Let me take you further to some prefixes. I'll show you the examples of few prefixes on your screen. These are some examples. We have un, which becomes not. Even in becomes not. In and un both becomes not. For example, I'm happy. I'm unhappy. Right? Okay. Then we have pre, which becomes before. Then we have re, which becomes again. For example, I say write. And then I say rewrite. Again. Then we have miss, which is wrong. For example, pronunciation means to pronounce something. Mispronunciation means you're doing it wrong. Now let's see a couple of examples with all of these prefixes. The example list is here. If you see, un, which is not, means unhappy, unfair. Then we have pre, before, which is preview and predict. Predict means something that you can predict in advance. Right? Something is about to happen, but you predicted it. For example, I'm predicting it's going to rain today. I'm predicting it's going to rain today. Then we have re, which is rewrite and rebuild. Rewrite and rebuild. Then we have misunderstand and mistake. Take your time, take at least 5 minutes. Try to break these words into prefix and their root, and try to understand their meanings. This method will become really effective if you work on the examples, if you break each and every word. That's why we have homework as well for you. Now we'll look into some of the suffixes. These are some suffixes. These are common suffixes. We have able or able, which means can be done, right? I'm able to do this. You will find this word at the end of the words. Then we have less, means without. We have ology, which means study of biology, study of bio. Then we have ist, which means one who. Scientist, you will find this word at the end. Then we have, let's say, artist, ist in the end. Somebody who. Okay. Now, let's see examples which we were talking about earlier. Few examples are here. Okay. Few examples are on your screen. There you go. We have able, we have manageable, then we have incredible. I-B-L-E, A-B-L-E. Both of them are related to something that can be done. Then we have hopeless, fearless. Hopeless, fearless. Less, less. Somebody who is fearless does not have fear. Somebody who is hopeless does not have hope. Then we have biology, psychology, related to something, study. Okay, study related words. Then we have artist, scientist. These are words related to somebody who can. Again, if you really want to remember these words properly, break them down. For example, if I take this word manageable over here, we have M-A-N-A-G-E-A-B-L-E, manageable. Okay, we'll break it down. Then we have able, fine. Then we have manage. So we have something that can be managed. That's how you remember the words, or you try to find the meaning of this word with the help of root method. I'm going to give you an example of a book called as Word Power Made Easy. The link of that book is in the description as well. With the help of that book, you can find many examples of root method. It's a very cheap book. It's not expensive, but one of the best books ever written on root method. Now, let's move on to the next topic. These are certain words that I've collected for you as an homework. The answer of these words is at the end of this video, but you pause the video right now, break down these words. If you notice, we have taken examples of the common words that we just discussed. Break them down and understand their meaning. Now, next we have, why do you think root method is important? Why do I need root method? Root method helps you the understanding of the meaning of many words without memorizing them individually. If I try to memorize all the words that we have just seen, it gets very uncomfortable after a certain point. But if I can break them down, I'll be able to understand their meanings much better. It also helps in spelling because you will recognize common patterns in related word. It helps you with the spelling part. Manageable, manage plus able. Scientist, science plus ist, scientist. Okay. Now, moving on, we have how to make this method as a part of your life. That's the important question. How can I use this particular method? Now, make a list of frequently used roots and understand their meanings. Make a list of roots and learn their meanings. Then for each root, learn at least 5 to 10 example words. If I have give you an example of the word script, your task is to at least learn 5 to 10 words on that root. At least 5 to 10 words. Don't learn them, collect them. Now what next? Next is create word families. Group words with the share which has same root. If I have script, if I write 5 words at the bottom of it, this becomes a word family. It becomes a family. Next time, if I look at all of these words, I can immediately understand the root and I'll be able to guess their meanings. Moving further, we have word families example. Over here, the root we have is port, which means to carry. And we have transport, import, export, portable. If you see, I've highlighted the root separately. All we have is prefixes, suffixes. Once you know the meaning of the root, you can know the meaning properly of the entire word. Carry across, carry into, carry out, able to carry. This is the example of word families. So the homework that you guys have after this video is to make at least, how many word families can you make in a day? I am guessing that we'll stick with 3 word families for today. 3 roots, 5 words per root equal to 15 words in total. And we don't have to learn it. You don't have to learn them at all. You just have to break it. Okay? There is a fun fact which is coming forward. So I want all of your attention right now. We have one more example of word family here. Scribble, manuscript, describe, prescription. Break them down and understand the meaning. It's right here on your video, on your screen. Okay, this is the big surprise. I have a little bit of a task for you. This is the world's largest or the biggest word in English dictionary. This word over here on your screen has 45 letters. The largest word ever created. I'll give you a hint. This is a word related to some medical terminology. Something which doctors use. They don't even use it. They just created it for fun. Okay? I'm going to help you to know the meaning of this word with the help of root method. Okay? Now, we have pneumono. Can be broken down into 2 parts, but let's make it 1. Then we have ultra. Then we have microscopic. Can you see the words? Microscopic, ultra, pneumono. Then we have silicon. Then we have volcano. Then we have kenosis. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 separate roots in here. Actually, you have roots as well as you can say these words over here as prefixes and suffixes also. Now, let's understand with the help of the table. So, over here you can see pneumono, ultra, microscopic, silicon, volcano, kenosis. Alright, let's break it down. Pneumono means related to lungs. Pneumono means related to lungs. Ultra means extremely or beyond. You know, ultra white. Something which is beyond white or something which is extremely white. Then we have microscopic. Microscopic means very small or tiny. Very small or tiny. Then we have silicon, which is related to silica or silicon. Then we have volcano, referring to volcanic dust. Then we have kenosis, which is a condition caused by inhaling dust. When you inhale dust, it becomes kenosis. Now, this word has something to do, a disease in which you have inhaled something and it has developed in your lungs. What have you inhaled? You have inhaled some silicon which was erupted from volcano. So somebody was going around volcano, they inhaled some dust of silicon and it goes into their lungs and it was so tiny, it was microscopic, ultra microscopic. That means beyond tiny, very, very, very small. We can't even think about it. That's why it's called ultra microscopic. A lung disease which is developed by inhaling ultra microscopic volcanic eruption dust of silicon, and they have developed a disease in your lungs. That's why root method is so effective, because it helps you to break such a big word into simpler roots and understand the meaning properly. Now, over here, this is how you can pronounce this word. Pneumono ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. I've broken down into a lot of simple letters so you can understand the meaning properly. Now moving further, we have the meaning of the word. It refers to a lung disease caused by inhaling very silicon, I think I forgot the word small over here, very small silica or quartz dust, typically from volcanic eruptions or mining operations. Alright, moving further, we have the meaning of the words that I gave you in the start. This is just for you to check. You can take your time, pause this video and check. Also, I have couple of words that I have collected for you as an homework. Since we have come to the end of the video, the answer to these questions or these words will be provided in a form of a PDF. For that, you will have to write us an email on learnwithsamanash@gmail.com. Okay, over here, these are the words. Please break down these words with the help of root method, prefixes and suffixes and the root. Try to guess the meaning. You will be surprised how these heavy looking words can be really understood. And don't check dictionary until unless you are 100% done with the exercise. I'll anyways give you the answer sheet. Okay. If you need anything else from Learn with Samanash, you can leave it in the comment section. As I already told, this is a 50 video series. We are already covered 4 videos. We post video thrice a week, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. For more such updates, please subscribe and like our video. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.